Yeah, topic, topic, or gets, topic or gets, symbol V, and its characteristics. That's what we want to deal with. Topic or gets, symbol V, and its characteristics is what we want to deal with now. When I say that word or gets, which is V, which also means addition, which is called plus, and in union in a set theory, when we come to set theory is union. Union means what? Addition in set theory. So this man now, which we call organs, is interpreted in mathematics as what? Addition, and in mathematics, which we call set theories as U. Then look at his characteristics. His characteristics in mathematics, we said or, which is V, organs, which means addition, and union in set theory. I'm going to look at what do we call this or get? This or get is conjunction in English, which I call judges, or which I call policemen that govern logic. And this conjunction, which in mathematics, I call them a judge, which judge two what? Argument. He judged two argument or two statement. For instance, if an answer said, I will go to market. Let's say, look at it. I will go to market. Or study, I will study my book. My what? Book. I will go to market or I will study my book. Look at the conjunction here. Conjunction or, which join these two statements. I will what? Go to market. If I represent I will go to market with K, then this man, I represent I represent I will study my book with what? R. Then this or, which is judge. Judging these two statements, I represent it with what? V. That means what? K, V, R. This K represents I will go to market, and this represents I or this else represents I will study. This man here represents all. All means the judge there, which we call conjunction. Then looking at this, I say result. Y is the result which comes out as this man, which is all gets, judging the what? The two arguments A and B. That means the statement which this man made and the statement which this man made. These all gets, which I call judge, will judge these two statements and give me what? The result which he decide. Then this is what all gets. Then now, looking at this, I told us we learned that logic judges two things at a time. We said what? These judges, they judge two things at a time. They cannot what? Judge more than two things at a time. Therefore, this man can only judge these two persons. He cannot judge more than these two persons at a what? Time. So this A can be represented as small a. This B can be represented as small b. This A can be K or L. This means K or L, A or B, or A or B. These are the same statement. This K can represent what I've already said now. That I will go to market can be represented by A, which is the statement I made, or I will study, or represent with V, I will study represent with R. Then let us look at the truth table of this man. Before I go to truth table, let us see what this man means in electronic logic. In electronic logic, which we call XTP 113, this is the symbol of all gates. Is a what? A decision maker. This is all gate, which have to decide. Then this is two input all gate. Look at input. Input A, input B. This is what I call input, the one you put. This one become output. Output is what? Y. And what this man is doing, if you take this input A, you will add it to input B and give me output of what? Y. That's why I say it's the addition. It will take this input A, add it up with the input B, give me what? A result. And I call it two input or gate symbol. Two input or gate symbol. Look at it here. Assuming that I have this man to be what? 5. This input, I put input 5 in my calculator. You know that this is in your calculator. As I press 5 in my calculator, press plus. You know, like press plus. What I have called in my calculator is what? All gates. Look at the all gates. I have called that all gate by pressing plus. What the all gate will be asking me, what's the next word input? The next input, it will be blinking, asking me for the next input, which I want him to add up. I will now put, maybe I put this one what? 4. Then what is going to do? It will now do what? 5 plus what? 4. It will now give me the output of what? 9. That means this will give me what? Y equals to what? 5 plus what? 4. And the Y will give me what? 9. That's what it will give me as a result. And this become what? Output. Then now, this is what we call 2 input. We have 3 input, we have 4 input. But now, I come to what we call electronic circuit of what? Or 2 input OR gate. This is called what? Electronic circuits. Electronic circuits of what? 2 inputs. 2 input what? OR gates. 2 input what? OR gate. Electronic circuit of 2 input OR gate. This is the diagram. The diagram of electronic circuit of what? Circuit diagram of what? 2 input what? OR gate. Electronic circuit diagram of 2 input OR gate. Look at it. Watch here. Can you see here? This switch 1, switch A, and switch what? B. This switch A, this switch what? B. Then now, on this switch B, current will follow like this. This is the battery. This battery supply current to this what? This bulb. This battery supply current to this bulb. You will now look at the current will flow through here. When it gets here, what will happen? It will split. Some of the current will flow through here. Some of them will flow through here. And if this man is closed, assuming that this switch is off. 2 of them now become off. 2 of this switch is off. This one is off. Will the current come here? No, current cannot come here. You will now see that this light will only go off when this 2 switch is off. If any of this switch is on, assuming I press this one down, what will happen? And play this one off. What will happen? Current will not pass here. Current will now pass through here. As this one done is switch off. This switch on. This one current will pass through here. Come here and give these lights on. Then assuming that I switch this one off and switch this one what? On. What will happen? Current will pass through here and come to this what? And give this bulb lights. This bulb will shine. You will now see that this bulb will only go off. This bulb will only go off if the 2 of the switch is off. Do you understand that? If the 2 of the switch is off, this bulb will go off. But any of this switch being on, this bulb will be what? On. This bulb will show light. If any of this switch is what? On. This bulb will show light. But this bulb will only not show light. It will not be on if these 2 of the switch is off. Now let's come and see the characteristics here. Look, let us interpret this in I said here in our mathematics. In mathematics, look at the table. I have drawn the table. I told you that we are not interested in how the table is drawn. We are coming to that. We are now interested in studying these 6 policemen. I told you we have 6 policemen that govern what? Logic. And these 6 policemen, which you can call as well judges, that govern what? Logic. We have treated the first policeman in the what? First class, which we call class 1. We treated AND gates. Then now we are treating the second policeman, which we call OR gates. So we are interested only in their characteristics, how they judge the case present to them. That's what we are studying here. After we have finished knowing how they judge each cases they present to them, we now go into how this table is being formed. By the time I go into how this table is being formed, you will enjoy this particular course. Then we'll now come to this. I said 2 table of what? K or L. What does it mean? Argument A, K, and argument L. And who is judging now? OR gates. I represent them in what? Table. You remember that I say that 1 mean on. 1 mean what? On, which we call true. On mean what? True. That is 1 represent on or true. 1 again represent on or true. 0 represent what? Off or false. False is 0 or off. 0, 0 that I call 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. table. Then now look at the working. What does this man do? What he does is what? Addition. I call it what? Addition. That's plus. Then you take this K argument, add it to K to L argument. What does this man do? You take K argument and add it to K and L argument. I said 1 plus 1. What is going to give me 2? But these two cannot be here because I'm talking about 1 and 0. Are you following what I'm talking about? I have 1 plus 1. It gave me 2. Can I write 2 here? No, I can't write 2 because I'm talking about 1 and 0. Look at it, true or false, which is what? 1 or 0, which is what? 2 remains 1, up remains what? 0. So we are talking about 1 and 0 here, and I said 1 plus 1 give me what? 2. What will I do here? I will say 2 divided by 2, because if I have 2 now, I'm talking about base 2. In base 2 now I have to divide it by 2 because 1 and 0 is base 2. If I have 1 and what? 0 is 1 and 0 and 1 means base 2. Then base 2 now I cannot have anything more than what? 1 here. So as I have this 2, I have to divide it by what? 2. And when I divide it by 2, give me what? 1 remainder what? 0. What will I write? I will write down my quotient. Look at my quotient. Then what? Carry over my what? Remainder. Then what will I do? I will write down my what? 1. Look at it as my what? Answer. Carry all my quotient over. So when I see that what? 1 plus 1 will give me what? 1. Then 1, look at it, 1 plus 0. Look at it, 1 plus what? 0 will give me what? 1. Are you following me now? Here, 0 plus 1 will give me what? 1. Look at 0 plus 1 will give me 1. Then 0 plus 0 will give me what? 0. When I see that I have what? My output become 1, 1, 1, 0. Means I'm coming again. 1 plus 1 will give me what? 1. You remember that? 1 plus 1 will give me 1. I think I have known the reason why it gave me 1. I will divide it by what? 2, which is what? 1 plus 1 will give me 2 divided by what? 2, which will give me what? 1 remainder 0. I'll write down my 1. And I say 1 plus 1 is 1. Then 1 plus 0, which is a 1 plus 0 is what? 1, 2. And what? 0 plus 1, which is 0 plus 1 is 1. Look at it. 0 plus 0 will give me what? 0. Then you're looking at here. I'm representing this in 0 and 1. Here I'm representing this in true and what? False. Look at it. 1, 1 mean what? 1, 1 mean what? True, true. Then 0, 0 mean what? False, false. Then 1, 0 means what? True, false, true, false. I'm representing the same this table in true, false, so that we understand. When I say true, true will give me what? True. True, false will give me true. And false, true will give me true. And false, false will give me what? False. What does it mean? It means that this man can only say false when 2 of you have said false. Any other thing is what? True. What is the characteristics of this man? We say all gate can only say false when 2 of you have said what? False. If otherwise, the answer is what? True. Are you following what I'm talking about? I said now the characteristics of all gate, he said that he can only say what? False. When he's judging 2 things. If you say false, he say false. The judge will say it is false. But any other things, any otherwise, maybe I have true, 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 or true, false. The answer is what? True. Look at it now. True, true, true. True, false, true. False, true, true. False, false, false. Is only saying false when 2 of you have said false. Otherwise, any other turnover is what? True. The only false will come out from his mouth when 2 of you have said false. Have you seen the characteristics? Only false will come out from his mouth when 2 of you have said false. Any other thing is what? True. Have you captured it? You remember what we did in Angate? We said Angate said it will only say true when 2 of you have said what? True. Any other thing is what? False. Remember? The Angate said, I will only say true when 2 of you have said true. Any other thing is what? False. Because Angate is multiplication. Here now is what? Addition. This man now said it will only say false when 2 of you have said false. Any other thing that comes out from his mouth is what? True. 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 That's what is coming out from his mouth. It will only say false when 2 of you is judging is what? Said what? False. But in Angate, he said what comes out his mouth is what? False. False. That's true will only come out from his mouth when 2 of you have said what? True, true. That's Angate. But for Augate, he said what is going out his mouth is what? True, true, true. Then false will only come out from his mouth when 2 of you have said what? False. While in Angate, he's saying what he's saying out is what? False, false, false. Then true will come out from his mouth when two of you have said what? True. I think I've repeated this severally so that it will enter you. So now you have entered you, let us go in detail of what many question about this. The question says, truth table of K or L in bracket or K or M. Look at it. Truth table of K or L in bracket or L or M. Close. Then what does it mean? Looking at this question they gave me, how many arguments, how many people are here? I have K, I have L, and I have M. They are all arguments. Statement. We'll call them variable. I have how many variables now? K, L, M. These three variables. Because they are three variables, and I sit them down. How did I sit them down? I will draw a column. K, sit down. L, sit down. And M, sit down. If it is a police station, they will gather the three variables, which is the three thieves. Sit them down. We begin to write a statement. Then look at the statement. Then how did I do this in my calculator? If my calculator is going to perform this, it's going to do this man or this man first. Either he do this man judge this man, these two person, and this man judge these two person, and the result you get here, and the result you get here, this man will judge them. Are you following? Look at it. I have K, R, L. Are you what I'm saying? This V. And this is what? L or what? M. How am I going to do this in my calculator? If this man is what? 2, this become plus what? 3. Are you what I'm saying now? This man is what? 3. Look at the bracket. I want to say this man, which is, if this man is now what? 5 plus what? 4. This man is what? 4. Look at it. What will the calculator do? It will first do this man or this man. He will do it to the what? 5. Then or this man will give you what? 9. Either the calculator do this first. After that you do this. Before the last one, which is this man and this man, which means that this is what? 5 plus, this is plus, then what? 9. And he will give me the result to be what? 14. Have you seen how the result is produced? So if the calculator is doing it, this is how you do it. The way the calculator does it is what you represent it in the table. The way the calculator does it, that's how we represent it in the table. So in my table, I will first represent this, which this man is judging now. Who is judging? K to be judged, L, right? And who is judging? All gate. Judging K and L. I will hold K and L like this. Look at it. All gate is judging K and L. Judging the statement of K and what? L. Statement of K and L. Look at the statement of K. Look at the statement of what? L. And who is judging? Sergeant all gate. Or what we call judge all gate. Let's see the characteristics. You remember the characteristics of all gate, which we have said that it will only say false when two of you have said false. The only thing that will be coming out from his mouth is true. That's what is coming out from his mouth. It will only say false. False will only come out from his mouth when two of you have said false. Well, look at it. This and this will give me what? 2. This and this will give me 2. This to 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 this will give me 2. This and this will give me false. And this is false, you will give me false. This and this will give me what? False. False will give me false. He has finished his own. Then he will come to this one. I can say, look at this man now. I think he have resolved these two statements to be one statement. Look at what he produced, one statement. Then I will come to this man. Look at this man. Look at it there. L, V, M. That's the name. L or M. Then what do you mean? L going to what? M. Look at us as I'm holding it. I'll use my hand to hold that. Who is judging? All gate. That means true, which is false will give me false. True, false, true. False, true. False. Have you seen how the false come out? Are you get what I'm saying now? Then now after that, this man had been done. Look at his statement. This man had been judged. Look at his statement. The final judge. This file will present to this man. This file will present to this man. He will judge the two files. So what is he judging now? He's judging these two. This and this. And look at it now. This. And who is this? Look at it here. And who is this? Look at it here. So who is judging? Look at who is judging now. Are you following now? Who is this? Look at it here. Who is this? Look at it here. And who is judging now? This and this. Look at it here. Then what am I going to do? I'll hold my hand like this. Have you seen it? This man is judging this and this. Then this and this two, 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 this and this two. False, false, bring the false. Have you seen? He will keep on shouting false, two, 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 two. False will only come out from his mouth when two of you can be what? False. The two arguments are false. It will give me false. But as far as the two arguments are otherwise, it will give me two, 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 two. That's what will come out from your mouth. So that's what all about what the characteristics of what all get. Let's go to what single implication.